Fight! Rip and tear until it is done.
Arenas are made specifically for battle mode. We think of them like gladiator arenas. I mean, it's very much like a first-person fighting game.
I think what you get a sense of, too, here is how watchable this is. We've really made it so that it is something that Twitch streamers, players, you know, who like watching games get a real sense of. You're kind of seeing the whole arena right here. It's tight, it's fast.
We're taking this the perspective of the Slayer here.
And you can see he's already starting with the Ballista, which is super high damage, but again, he doesn't have too much ammo, so that management right off the bat is
yeah. Now here's a bad move by the Mancubus. He gets aggressive, shoots out his smoke bomb, tries to burn him down with his flamethrower, but he didn't do it effectively. You have to be tactically aggressive on both sides, but especially for the demons. That time he just, with reckless abandon, went after Slayer and he paid for it.
Yeah, that was only 26 seconds into the match.
Yeah.
You'll see in some of these other matches how long a demon can
This
run.
was awesome. So he just blocked his loot, and making that chainsaw useless. So he has to do it again. So if you could block the Slayer's loot 2 times in a row, it's going to really, really hurt him. It's a critical moment in the match for sure.
And you guys just saw him go through a teleporter. Do you want to guys kind of walk us through like the way the teleporter works in all these arena maps?
You can do that, Mark.
Yeah, there's a couple teleporters, usually on either side of the arena, strategically positioned. He just went through right there, kind of backed into it, and is now replenishing his health. But the teleporters can only be used. Actually, a lot of the things like the teleporters, the monkey bars, those jump pads that you see, those can only be used by the Slayer. Really makes him very aerial through most of these maps.
Right there was awesome. They combined their attacks. So when the demons turn yellow, it throws down a volume right on the Slayer. Smoke bomb obscuring the Mancubus coming up, burning him down. Done.
The Mancubus damage with his flamethrowers is just outrageous.
Yeah, it's
if
really
he can
powerful.
get close to you, like that's just devastating.
Yeah, the Mancubus is very dangerous. We could actually pause right here and take a step back.
Worth noting here, like you see at the beginning of each round, there's a countdown, 4-second countdown or so, and you can move. You can't fire during that countdown, but there's a ton of strategy that happens in those first 4 seconds. As
jockeying
far as,
for
like,
position.
Jockeying for position or deciding whether to be aggressive.
I can't help but mention that always feels like that Qui-Gon and Darth Maul moment where the wall comes up and you have that time where you're like, I'm going to do this next.
Yes.
I'm figuring that out. I love that the beginning of every round starts like that.
If you didn't realize, we actually switched to the view of the Pain Elemental here, so obviously much more aerial character. He has his soul shield.
Yeah, this is an interesting match because what you're going to see here is the strategies change. It's the best of 5, and the Slayer has to eliminate both demons in order to win, and the demons just have to kill the Slayer once. So when one demon dies, the other demon has about 20 seconds to come back in, and we'll go more into detail with that later. But in this match in particular, you'll notice that the Slayer's kind of focusing a little bit too much on the Mancubus, and he's kind of ignoring the Pain Elemental. And this is giving the Pain Elemental a huge opportunity to just slam him with his skull attack. They've effectively...
He's got a good loot block right there.
Yeah, really good loot block. Watch this. Oh, wait, no, that's coming later. So some really good attacks. And the Slayer's paying the price right now, man. He is ignoring the Pain Elemental, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. Spending a lot of time on the ground, honestly, for a Slayer. It's really good to be very aerial as a
See how he threw down his hazard? Anticipated where the Slayer was going to go and threw down his hazard. You really want to corral the Slayer when you're playing as demons. You want to control where he goes. He's so powerful, though. Like, it's tough.
And I love how, like, I love these like Slayer loot block and then the Slayer health flow, like these sweaty moments that kind of force you to be like, all right, the strategy needs to be push him into this corner, finish it out.
So the Slayer's just about done. He ain't gonna make it.
You don't think he's gonna make it?
No.
This is it?
Okay, so whoever was the Slayer player, I think it was Felix back at the office.
Shout out to Felix. What up?
So he was probably like, note to self, kill that Pain Elemental.
Yeah.
So you'll see it. This was the Demon's upgrade right there, right?
Yeah, can we roll that back to the wheel one more time?
Yeah.
And again, you get this Qui-Gon Darth Maul. There's 4 seconds to kind of plan where you're going to start this attack, how you want to trap. And again, remember, demons cannot use a lot of the Slayer things that give him a lot more traversal. Like, can't use the jump pads, can't use the monkey bars.
Yep.
So it makes it a lot different, I feel like, how you move around and plan.
You definitely want to spawn demons, too. There's the demon spawn wheel down at the bottom center there, and to the right are his abilities.
It looks like he's got, what, a Prowler and an Arachnotron ready to go?
Yeah. Smoke bomb is so effective. And the Slayer's outline can be seen through walls at all times, but if he breaks line of sight with them for more than a couple seconds, he disappears.
Yeah, you actually saw that right at the beginning of the game. It was
So,
a while before the Mancubus saw
Really
him.
quick, we'll see here that we have one of the demons died. So now he's Slayer.
And that's what you see. The Mancubus can see him, but he's lost line of sight there for a bit. Now he's back. But he's definitely playing it cool.
He's trying to block the Slayer from... So you can hear the Slayer chainsawing through the map, and so you could actually use that to your advantage and block it right when he's about to get his loot. But then a smart player will actually just hit X to swing the chainsaw, but not actually chainsaw a guy to get somebody to use their loot block.
Yeah.
So this is not checkers. This is chess. There's a lot of different strategies taking place here. So watch this. Oh, no, this is in the other one when he actually predicts where he's going. But anyway, yeah, the teleporters are on a cooldown.
Right, so they can't just spam and go back and forth
Yeah.
and kind of play cat and mouse that way.
Using that meat hook.
See, but he can grapple and pull himself onto platforms, the Mancubus, right? And with that big jump,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty
Yeah.
handy.
He actually, it would have been a little bit more beneficial if he made that jump into that
Stay
gap.
up there? Yeah, agreed.
All right, health critical. So right here, he threw down a health...
Here just swooped
Yeah.
in, took him out, even though he was trying to heal.
So you see that you can even tell that the Slayer is this time around choosing to focus on the Pain Elemental more because that killed him. And,
We've switched to the view. When you die, you actually switch into the view of your teammate. So it's
Yes.
a really good opportunity to kind of see where the match has gone, take stock of what the health is of every character, and then when you come back in, you're back in with a lot of information.
See, that's interesting. He dropped the fog to push and then pull his full flame torches out. That's an interesting push considering he just came back with half health. But again, you look at the Slayer now, and now the Slayer has no armor. Now he's on his back foot. And you see they're spawning in everything they can, it looks like, AI-wise.
Really. If you haven't noticed down there at the bottom, that's really the demon's kind of weapon wheel, their summon wheel.
Yeah.
They get to choose from that. Gives them perfect stats on what they have out on the battlefield.
Nice.
Demons killed. Slayer 1.
Damn.
Good job.
Even on the back foot, that was nice. And I got to say, every time I see all those lost souls just floating in a circle, it's like I never thought...
And communicating that to one another as demons. Communication in this is important.
Yeah, and for sure the official Discord, which is just discord.gg/Doom. Shout out to Jimmy Bacon and all of our admins there. There is going to be serious, looking for matches, teaming up, going nuts, and getting some really cool combos going, I think.
Yeah,
And
it's
that-
really. I mean, I'll just say a quick word about. We have a whole private match capability within the game. So if you find friends on Discord, jump into private match. You get all your XP. All of everything works just the same as if you were to join through matchmaking.
Just like quick play and all
So
that.
the maps are pretty simple, and we want that was a nice hazard volume right there. We want players to be able to master them quickly so that they can play with more intention. That all of their actions, they feel like they're more purposeful, and they're not just reacting to everything. They're more proactive than reactive. So that way, strategies emerge more quickly. You know, like in the game of basketball, we're going to do a basketball thing later. It's like, there's not the components don't really change, and they're not really that complicated. You got a ball, 2 nets, and a court, but it's what you do with those elements that count. So this is sick. Watch this. He's gonna follow. He knows.
So that Pain Elemental himself has a little bit of shielding up
and
there.
you see that he died. I mean, it's like a game of chess. He lost a couple pieces on that move, and he wasn't able to survive.
And worth show. I mean, you saw it there with the Pain Elemental. Really effective from the air, but
I love his scream so much. It's both funny and just the most metal, terrifying thing at the same time.
New map, Marty.
yeah, new map. We've got.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, this is Maker Tech, Maker World theme. It was really. I mean, honestly, there's so much visual diversity in the campaign. It was awesome when we went to build these battle mode maps. The team really just did a great job bringing to life these maps with the different visual themes from the game.
So
That was amazing right there.
Yeah.
In air, the Revenant has a rocket barrage that he utilized perfectly right there to take the Slayer out of the air.
And he's got jetpack, so he's a very elusive character here.
And look, what is the Archvile
pause right
doing right
there.
here? Look at how he's moving around the map differently.
So that is what you see right there. If you walk that back a bit,